What's up, KFG family? It's your boy Bigboyjonnytwentyfive, and tonight I'm gonna do my WWE Raw review and results. Lana and Lashley got arrested. If you guys new, hit that red button, hit that like button. Let's get started. Monday Night Raw continues to be a letter C show. It was just a god awful show. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts, my opinion. But let me read about what happened on Monday Night Raw, because this Monday Night Raw continues to be god awful. An SUV limousine pulls in the garage and AOP steps out. Charlie Caruso asked them why they attacked Kevin Owens last week on Raw. They speak in their negative tongue, and Charlie says she doesn't understand. Akon says Charlie looks lovely tonight, and AOP walks off. Charlie is confused. The Raw video plays, and we go into the arena to see a big protective display. Samoa Joe is back on commentary. This was the best part on Monday Night Raw. Samoa Joe is commentary. This was the best part about Monday Night Raw. But still, the rest of the show was garbage. That's just my own thoughts, my opinion. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring to boos from the crowd. Rollins says at this time last week, he brought the entire Raw roster to ringside to discuss the performance at Survivor Series. Rollins will stay it as plenty and frankly as he did last week. They are shocked. It was too harsh, but it was coming from a really good place. It was coming from his heart. This is not just his job. It is his life. The guys and girls in the locker room are just college leagues. They are his family. Families aren't just about blood. It's about fighting to struggle together. Rollins took it on himself to motivate everyone to get the best on Raw. Rollins says he may have gone overboard. He thought about it all week and wants to apologize. The crowd lightly boos. Rollins apologized to the fans, and Jerry Lawler is disgusted. Rollins apologized to the Raw locker room, especially Kevin Owens. Rollins asked Owens to come to the ring so he could apologize face to face. Let me continue. Kevin Owens music hits and makes his way to the ring. Kevin Owens says it smells like something he can't quite put his finger on. It smells like when the Roto comes to town, but it's hitting him hard based on what Rollins said. Rollins mentioned they are family. Are AOP the closet members of Rollins' family? Rollins says he has nothing to do with AOP. Kevin Owens cuts him off and says he knows Rollins is lying because his lips are moving. That smells he was referring to ish you know what that went out uncensored. AOP music hits and Akon and Rezar makes their way to the stage. Akon speaks in his native tongue as does Rezar. Rezar says speak English and challenges Rollins and Owens to a tag team match tonight. Rollins says if Owens is in it, he is in it. Owens says the way he sees it, one of three things can happen, and all the scenario ends with the three of them beating the crap out of him. Owens says if they're going to beat him up, they can just do it now. Owens challenged Rollins and AOP to a fight. Rollins says he tried, so he leaving Owens on his own. Rollins walks off and goes up to the ramp. AOP is standing in his way. They look at Rollins and steps aside to him pass. Owens challenged AOP to fight him, but they walk off. Owens says all tapes up and is ready for a fight. Owens issuing up a challenge. Bobby Lashley is showing backstage with Lana. The commentators wonder if he's accepting the open challenge. Commercial break. Kevin Owens is standing in the ring and is discussing when Lana comes out. Owens says no one cares what she has to say, which is facts. Nobody cares about Lana, what she has to say. That's just facts. I'm glad Kevin Owens brought that up on Raw tonight. That was a good point by Kevin Owens. But anyway, let me continue. Kevin Owens says he's throwing up in his mouth. Lana says Russo will not be here tonight because she has to file a restraining order again in the state of Tennessee. Russo is in danger to all of them in society. If he shows up, Russo will go to jail for a very long time. Kevin Owens says never met someone that talks so much and says absolutely nothing. Owens says she's beautiful on the outside, but on the inside she's absolutely repulsed. Lana calls Owens basic, and she says her hot boyfriend, which is the man she been with in her life, is going to come out and finish him. Owens welcomes the opportunity. Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley. This match I didn't really care about. Lashley quickly unloads in the corner, but fights out. Lashley takes Owens down, but he soon runs into a boot. Owens hits the ropes, but Lashley leapfrogs him and hits a spine buster. Security is standing around Lana at ringside. Owens rolls out of the ring to recover. Lashley goes to grab him, but Owens sweeps the feet. Owens then hits a frog splash off the apron to the floor. Back to commercial. We come back from the break to see Owens give Lashley the DX crunch chop before hitting a cannonball in the corner. Owens comes off the ropes with a moonsault, but Lashley rolls out of the way. Lashley then clothesline Owens. Lashley stomps Owens and hits some cross faces. Lashley let's go in pose for the crowd, much to their displeasure. Lashley puts Owens in the corner and hits a running shoulder block. Lashley punches away at Owens in the corner and hits the ropes, but Kevin Owens connects with a super kick. Owens tries for a stunner, but Lashley fights him off and hits a neckbreaker for a near fall. Lashley attacks Owens again for another 2 count. Kevin Owens elbows out of the full Nelson and hits a pop-up powerbomb. The Authors of Pain makes their way to the ring and attacks Owens. The winner by disqualification, Kevin Owens. AOP double teams Owens and stomps away at him. Restart holds Owens up and Akon punches away at him. Owens is pulled out from the ring and this throws into the barricade by AOP. Lashley grabs Lana and pulls her away from them. AOP drags Kevin Owens up the ramp into the back. Commercial break. Charlie Caruso is in the ring with Bobby Lashley and Lana, which Bobby Lashley and Lana are freaking terrible, by the way. But anyway, let me continue. Charlie Caruso asks about AOP's attack on Kevin Owens. Lashley says he was about to beat Owens again. Lana says she's tired of the crowd booing them. Russo runs in the ring from the crowd and beats down Lashley. The security gets in the ring, but Russo runs off. A Russo Day chant fires up. Lashley goes outside and gets in their face of the security guards. One of the guards says he's a WWE fan and knows Lashley has restraining order, but this is Tennessee and they do things different. Then they arrested Lashley. Lashley is handcuffed and Lana yells at them and slaps the officer, so she handcuffed it and arrested as well. Terrible segment. Back to commercial break. Replay showing of Bobby Lashley and Lana getting arrested by police officers. During the commercial, Lashley and Lana were loaded into a police car and driven off. The Street Profits and R-Truth were watching the background. Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa. This match was too quick. McIntyre shoves Tozawa. Tozawa applies a wrist lock, but McIntyre slams him down. McIntyre then gets on his knees and pretend he wants to give Tozawa an advantage. McIntyre then gives him an opportunity to leave or he'll be his you-know-what. Tozawa pretends to leave, but he instead drop kicks McIntyre. Tozawa knocks him out of the ring and hits a suicide dive headbutt before face planted on the floor. McIntyre quickly attacks him and hits the interval Alabama slam on the floor. Back to Drew McIntyre throws a lifeless tozawa in the ring and stands over him. McIntyre then applies chin lock before chopping him in the corner. McIntyre then sends him across the ring with a belly to belly overhead suplex. McIntyre then applies an armbar. Tozawa fights up and drop kicks him into the corner. Tozawa gets dropped on the apron, but he quickly kicks him in the head. Tozawa then connects with a massive drop kick. McIntyre arguably gets to his feet. Tozawa goes for a poison arrow, but McIntyre stops it. McIntyre goes for an invert Alabama slam on Tozawa, counters into a victory roll for a near fall. They hit the hit rolls, and then Drew McIntyre turns himself inside out with the Claymore kick for the win. The winner of the match, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre says a lot of people go on social media to complain. The locker room is full of cowards like that. He directed and to the point. McIntyre calls out Randy Orton. McIntyre was say he was a problem with Orton, so he can't come to the ring and talk about it. Drew McIntyre is still in the ring and he calls Randy out again. Replay are showing of Orton and McIntyre arguing during the Fatal 4-Way last week. They traded brutal chops in the ring and before Orton pokes him in the eye. McIntyre describes what he saw in the 3 words: stupid, stupid, stupid. McIntyre calls him out. Randy Orton makes his way to the ring. Drew McIntyre asks if the second chop was loud enough to silence the voice to his head. Orton asks if what happened last week is seriously why he calling him out. Orton goes to walk off, but McIntyre demands he come back and RKO champ fires up. Orton says Orton walks around like he owns the place with no respect for the rules. Randy Orton goes to a 13-time world champion and a future Hall of Famer. Orton has no right to speak to him like a child. Orton was the most fiercely man in the past, but 2019 he is the most fiercely posing on social media. McIntyre says he's bigger and stronger than Orton. McIntyre is the most fiercely man in WWE today. McIntyre will make this simple so Orton and National Champion can understand. McIntyre says he's the future while Orton is the past. Orton comes out of nowhere, and it's over while Claymore kick out of nowhere, isn't it? Is in. Orton says isn't Drew McIntyre / Randy Orton problem. There's a Drew McIntyre reality problem. Orton does what he wants because he earned it. McIntyre hasn't earned anything. Orton says they're good, but if McIntyre is still a problem, they can just solve it right now. The OC comes out to the stage. AJ Styles looks furious. AJ Styles can only say Randy Orton. Luke Gallows says McIntyre is spinning his tires. Gallows says Orton ruins lives. Carl Anderson says Orton ruins Uncle Alan's lives. Orton is the reason Styles lost the United States Championship title. AJ Styles says isn't okay. It's Orton's fault. What would you make it better if he's got his hands on Orton? AJ Styles doesn't care what match it is. He wants Randy Orton tonight. Drew McIntyre says this isn't Drew McIntyre's problem. It's Randy Orton and the OC problem. So he leaves the ring. Randy Orton stands tall in the ring, while the OC starts to circle in the ring. They get on the apron, so Orton attacks the OC. Quickly triple team Orton. until Ricochet runs down for the save. The OC quickly triple teams Ricochet, and so Humberto Carrillo runs down. They take Carrillo down as well. So the United States champion Rey Mysterio makes his way to the ring. Orton hits the Styles with the head scissors and then send him to the floor. Luke Gallows and Carrillo are sent out to the ring as well. Randy Orton has a few feuds going on at once. Good back and forth with McIntyre in the ring. We love to see that match down the line. Orton Styles didn't really get a chance to really grow after #WrestleMania. That would be fun. Winter feud #Raw. Back to commercial. Kyle Busch and Michael Waltrip are shown ringside. Randy Orton is standing backstage with Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, and Ricochet. Orton appreciates the assistance, but he doesn't need it. Orton walks off. Toney Nese is already in the ring without an entrance. Toney Nese versus Aleister Black. This match was decent. The bell rings. They exchange some wrestling holds before winding up in a statement. Black quickly sweeps the feet and knocks him out of the ring before faking a Pluchina. Black calmly sits in the ring. Toney Nese gets in the ring, but Black ducks a kick. Black kips up and kicks the knees. Toney Nese punches Black in the lips at the right face. Nese attacks the midsection and goes for a slam. Black slides off. Nese snaps him off the top rope. Nese goes for a springboard moonsault, but Black gets the knees up. Black knees away at the rib before booting him in the face, hitting a knee to the face. Black then picks him up with a foot and drop him with a black mask for the win. The winner of the match, Aleister Black. Let me move on. Rey Mysterio. It says Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, and Humberto Carrillo will take on the Usos later on tonight. Buddy Murphy is shown backstage. Charlie Caruso asks Buddy Murphy if he regrets knocking on Aleister Black's door. Buddy Murphy says he was still feeling the effects of last week, but he knocks on the door and exposes Black as someone who takes himself too seriously. Black needed to claim. If Black doesn't want to claim, he'll do it for himself. Andrade makes his way to the ring with Zelina Vega by his side. He'll be in action next. Back to commercial. Andrade versus Erick Young. Alright, this match was not that bad, but it was just too quick. The bell rings. And Young quickly gets the advantage over Andrade. Andrade soon needs him and sends him to the corner. Andrade turns himself inside out with a whip to the corner, but Young lands on the apron. Erick Young goes to the top rope, but Andrade cuts him off. Young punches Andrade down to the mat and hits a flying elbow for a near fall. Young goes for a back suplex, but Andrade flips through. Young clotheslines him in the corner and goes to the second rope, but Andrade rips him off. Andrade hits a running knee to the face for a near fall. Erick Young flips him off and hits a trio of clothesline. Young slingshots him before eating a boot. Erick Young counters with a wheelbarrow into a neckbreaker for a near fall. Erick Young goes back to the top rope for a flying elbow, but Andrade sweeps the feet. Andrade hits running double knees in the corner before hitting a hammer-like DDT for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, Andrade. Alright, moving on. The WWE 24/7 champion R-Truth runs down to ringside, hides the Kyle Busch and Michael Waltrip. They directly chase wrestlers to another direction. Waltrip then takes off his jacket to reveal a referee shirt. Busch rolls R-Truth out to win the WWE 24/7 champion. They ran off. R-Truth cannot believe it. This 24/7 champion needs to go. They need to get rid of the 24/7 champion because I am sick and tired of the 24/7 champion. That 24/7 champion is a complete joke and a complete circus. That's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, let me move on. The Street Profits are hyping up WWE's merchandise for Cyber Monday. No Way Jose and his Chongo line runs by and they get a bunch of merchandise. Footage is showing of AOP attacking Kevin Owens during his match with Bobby Lashley. Charlie Caruso catches Seth Rollins while he's leaving the arena. She asks why he stood by while AOP attacks Kevin Owens. Rollins angrily said Owens instead he didn't want help. She says people didn't think his apology was sincere. Seth Rollins says he can win with whatever he does. Everyone is critic, but not everyone has the guts to be a leader. A video package. Rey Mysterio wins the United States Championship from AJ last week. Erick is talking to a cage. Erick Rowan says he never let anything happen to whatever is in the cage. That is god awful by Erick Rowan. That segment by itself from Raw that Erick Rowan did is god awful. I don't know what he was talking to, but it was just god awful. Anyway, we go to commercial break, but let me continue. No Way Jose versus Erick Rowan. This match was just didn't make any sense. I was not excited about this match. The bell rings and the conga line immediately goes by Erick Rowan's cage. Erick Rowan viciously attacks them. No way Jose attacks Erick Rowan. But he sends into the ring steps. Rowan chased the rest of the conga line off. Rowan then flatliners No Way Jose on the floor with a running crossbody block. Rowan gets him in the ring, connects with a clothesline. Erick Rowan hits the Iron Claw slam, but lifts his shoulder before the count of three. Rowan hits another Iron Claw and slams him for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, Erick Rowan. This match I'm really excited about. But you know what No Way Jose reminds me of? Adam Rose. No Way Jose reminds me of Adam Rose 2.0. That's just my opinion. The way that No Way Jose dances with his conga, conga. It's the same thing that Adam Rose did last year. That's just my thoughts, my opinion. But No Way Jose reminds me of Adam Rose 2.0, doing the exact same thing. But anyway, let me continue. I just had to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? The Kabuki Warriors will face Charlotte Flair in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Commercial break. Seth Rollins will be on WWE Backstage tomorrow night on FS1. Erick Rowan is showing backstage in the gorilla position. Footage is showing of the conga line going near the cage, leading to Rowan's irritating. Sarah Screeber asks Rollins what is under the cage, but he doesn't answer. Rollins just walk off. A 2-on-1 handicap match: Charlotte Flair versus the Kabuki Warriors. This match was intense. Charlie Caruso is backstage with the Kabuki Warriors before making their entrance. Charlie Caruso asks about Charlotte Flair's breaking her streak at WrestleMania. Asuka yells in Japanese. They came out to a new music. Before the match, the Kabuki Warriors double team Flair. The referee gets control of the situation and starts the match. It's Flair and Asuka officially starting out. They brawl before Asuka applies a side headlock and tags Kairi Sane in. Sane chokes Flair in the corner before tagging Asuka back in. Asuka stomps away at Flair before tagging Sane back in. Kairi Sane chokes Flair in the corner before once again tagging Asuka in. They whip Flair into the ropes, but Flair fights them off. Flair knocks Sane out of the ring, but Asuka hits a running hip attack. Asuka kicks away at Flair in the corner, but Flair takes her down. Flair clotheslines Sane on the apron and knocks Asuka out of the ring. Flair then hits a double baseball slide on the Kabuki Warriors. Flair fights them off before Asuka hits a sliding kick to the face. Asuka playfully kicks her at ringside before putting her in the ring. Asuka kicks her in the back a few times before Sane grabs Flair. Asuka accidentally knocks Kairi Sane off the apron while Flair moves. Flair hits a Pluchina on the Kabuki Warriors before putting Asuka in the ring. Flair goes on the apron, but Kairi Sane knocks her back. Flair fights Kairi Sane off with catches Asuka approaching her. Back to commercial break. We go back for the break to see the Kabuki Warriors dominating Flair. Flair fights back and goes for a moonsault, which is terrible once again on Asuka and Kairi Sane. But they get the knees up. Sane goes for a running drop kick, but Flair counters into a modified Boston Crab. Asuka super kicks Flair. Flair soon fights and trades forearms with Asuka. Flair hits a rope, counters a drop kick, and goes for a Boston Crab on Asuka. Asuka fights it, but Flair stomps the face. Flair goes for a figure four, but Asuka counters into an armbar. Flair powers her up and slams her. Sane goes to the top rope, but Flair cuts her off and goes for the superplex, but Asuka tags in. Flair for the double superplex, but they shove her down to the mat. Sane goes to the top rope for a double stomp. Asuka covers for a near fall. Flair avoids the double knee, sliding knee, and hits a spear on both women. Flair covers Asuka, but she kicks out. Flair spear Asuka off Sane and hits a blind tag. Flair applies the figure 8 to Asuka, but Kairi Sane takes her out with an insane elbow for the win. The winner of the match, the Kabuki Warriors. The Viking Raiders will be in action next. Commercial break. Charlotte Flair is asked if she regret challenging the Kabuki Warriors in a handicap match. Simply says no and walks off. Mark Sterling and Michael Lyons versus the Viking Raiders. This match is quick. The Viking Raiders made quick work of these two, annihilating them before hitting the Viking experience for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, the Viking Raiders. Moving on. Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo are backstage. Ricochet says he's trying to prove superheroes are real. Mysterio says his team with the future of the business and will take the OC down. Commercial break. Morgan Wallen and Hardy are shown at ringside. They country music star. They slap each other in the face. Replays are showing of Russo beating up Bobby Lashley. Lashley would bump the police officers before being arrested. Lana would slap the officers, so she will be arrested as well. The OC are showing backstage. Carl Anderson says, ready on to help Rey Mysterio steal the United States title from AJ. That was the crime of the century. They're going to enjoy hurting people tonight. Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, and Ricochet versus the OC. Commercial break. Carl Anderson will start against Humberto Carrillo. Carrillo ducks a kick and kicks Anderson for a 1 count. Carrillo wrenches the arm and tags in Ricochet. Ricochet comes off the top rope with the elbow to the arm. They hit a double team back elbow followed by a double team handspring hip toss for a near fall. Carrillo tags back in and stumps Anderson. Anderson powers him to his corner and tags in AJ Styles in. AJ Styles stops Carrillo before chopping the chest. Carrillo strikes back and hits a twisted flying headbutt for a near fall. AJ Styles kicks Carrillo into the ropes and whips him, but Carrillo holds on. Anderson gets a cheap shot before Styles kicks him. Carrillo rolls out of the ring, and Luke Gallows clothesline him on the floor. Styles gets Carrillo in the ring and tags Gallows in. Gallows drops an elbow and kicks him in the face for a near fall. Gallows elbow away at him before applying a chin lock. Carrillo kicks Gallows in the head. Anderson quickly tags in and does Rey Mysterio. Mysterio hits a springboard seated senton on Anderson before kicking AJ Styles off the apron. Gallows attacked Mysterio, but Mysterio sends him into the ring post. AJ Styles put Mysterio on the apron, but he punches back. Mysterio hits the 619 around the ring post on Gallows. AJ Styles gets Mysterio in an electric chair, but Mysterio counters into a hurricanrana into the ropes. Anderson cuts off the 619 and attempts and Mysterio is taken out. We go back from the break to see Gallows dropping Mysterio with a delayed vertical suplex for a 2 count. Gallows then applies a chin lock. Mysterio fights up and hits the ropes, but Gallows big boot him down for a 2 count. Anderson tags in and digs his elbow into Mysterio's face. Anderson then applies a chin lock. Mysterio fights up, elbows him back and hits a head scissors in the corner. Ricochet and Styles tag in. Ricochet is running forearm before hitting a head scissors takeover. Ricochet drop kicks Gallows off the apron before Styles in the face. Ricochet hits a springboard clothesline followed by a standing shooting star, but AJ Styles kick out. Ricochet sets him up in the corner but stops the attack Anderson. AJ Styles grabs Ricochet, but Ricochet reverses into a roll-up for a 2 count. Anderson uppercuts Ricochet. Styles follow up with a sit-out facebuster for a near fall. Ricochet comes back with the recoil, but Anderson breaks up to pin. Mysterio sends Anderson into the ropes for a 619. Carrillo then drop kicks Gallows off the apron before hitting a twisted moonsault with planchon. AJ Styles grabs Ricochet for a Styles clash, but Ricochet counters into a hurricanrana for a near fall. Styles connects with a overhand kick before putting him on the top rope. Styles climbs the ropes, but Ricochet fights out. Ricochet knocks Anderson off the apron before hitting a moonsault block to the floor. Ricochet then goes for a super hurricanrana on AJ Styles, but AJ Styles counters into a super Styles clash for the win. The winner of the match, the OC. AJ Styles celebrates in the ring before being dropped by an RKO out of nowhere from Randy Orton. Orton stands tall over Styles as the show comes to an end. You know what I'm saying? Monday Night Raw continues to be a C show, like I stated earlier. It was just god awful. But my favorite part of Raw was Samoa Joe commentator. That's all I gotta say from there. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Raw review and results, Lana and Lashley got arrested, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think of Raw, because Raw just continues to be a C show and it continues to be a god awful show. But this your boy Bigboyjonnytwentyfive, KFG family. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bigboyjonny25, and I'm out of here.